Let's take a look at how to make an interesting kernel density plot. This is another Seaborn plot here. So KDE plot. Now we've got our df as our data. Now let's go ahead and go with the count again is what we're going to plot, but we're going to vary it here by month, okay? And so we're going to look at some ways that we can show the months. Okay, and so here's one way using a kernel, sorry, it's MNTH, using a kernel density plot. And then well, let's just maybe look at the baseline. I think this is the baseline. And so PLT show, meaning like the minimum. I mean, you could do it without the month. It's just not going to be as interesting. Okay, so here we have, it looks like kind of wild. You have like all these months. And so is there a way we can sort of like smooth this out to make it meaningful? Well, let's see. Okay, so what are some things we could do? Well, we can fill it in. I think that's going to make it look better. So there's a parameter fill equals true. We can pick a palette that's a little more serviceable. Let's just go with crest, which is a nice one. And I think we're going to want transparency. So we can set alpha equal to, I would go something like 0.4 because there's going to be overlap. And then let's just try that. Let's see what we get now. Okay. So we're making some modifications. And now you can see it looks kind of cool, right? I mean, you're seeing like valuable information, right? So recall that these are basically like histograms of showing the spread of the data by month. You can see it's getting bluer, darker, like there's some high rental, like dark months, not a lot of them. Okay, that's what this is telling you, how many of them are there. So that's kind of cool. I think for me, just simple modifications on this one. Definitely, I think a bigger figure size will look good. So plt.figure. Sometimes the fig sizes, I think they don't work in some of the Seaborn plots. Let's find out here. And so fig size, maybe we want to make that longer. So like, 10 by, go with my 6.5. Okay, so, we can try that. And it did work. And that just, I don't know, I think that's a nice one. It's sort of like cluttered in the sense that it's hard to distinguish the information, but it has nice aesthetics. And we are clearly seeing that so the lighter months, the earlier months, have a lot of very few rentals, like January, February. But once you get into summer, peak months, you're getting into a lot of, with high rentals. So, I think that's a nice one. And I think, I'll leave it at that.